Welcome back. Today we're talking about a huge disadvantage that Boohoo has against the high street retailers and what they've done to effectively combat what's happened lately in the industry and a problem that everyone is facing, the likes of ASOS, Zara, Next, should I go on, and basically the problem with shipping. Now, shipping is not an exclusive problem to the online retailers, albeit yes, they are the ones that are most likely doing this, but don't forget that companies such as Primark and the likes of those that do have high street stores and a very limited online presence, obviously they still need to get their product in and out of the country. However, in this situation, we're particularly talking about the way of shipping in terms of sale to a customer. So in this situation, I mean exactly, they're selling clothing to a customer directly. That's what Boohoo and Primark do, albeit with Primark you can go in store or click and collect. Now, the disadvantage that Boohoo has here is that the cost of shipping at the moment is very, very high, and this is a concern because it's eating into their profit margins. Lately, in Boohoo's most recent set of results, they did lose money and actually lost £4 million after tax for the financial year, and obviously that is somewhat of a concern, albeit not too big of one going forward. So you've got to really think about it, and the issue due to this and the reason why their profit margins are being hit alongside other things is the fact that returns rates are substantially higher than during the pandemic and also pre-pandemic. This means that customers are buying a few pairs of clothing. They're going, you know what, look, I'm going to buy 5 pairs of jeans, and in fact I've done this myself with shirt sizes. I'm going to buy 4 different sizes of shirt and work out exactly what shirt fits me and return the rest. But once I did that, I didn't exploit the system further on. I did it once, I was like, okay, you know what, now I know Boohoo's sizing, hence I'm wearing a Burton shirt here. This is a small, I believe. I knew the sizing and I've stuck to it since. However, you get these types of customers that are very exploitative, and what they'll do is they'll buy like a dress, wear it and send it back. Now, Primark has an advantage here, or those with high street stores, because when returns are accepted, they're able to have a quality control. The person at the till can also call their bluff. If they go, have you worn this? And they start, freaking out, or it's a path of more resistance, the customer themselves actually has to go into the store and talk to the clerk. This is going to shut down a lot of the potential people that are looking to exploit it. Obviously, people still are going to, but in this situation, it reduces it. Whereas when you return clothing online with Boohoo, you just need to pop it in a package, drop it off at a drop-off point, or even have it collected, and that's it. It'll get sent off to their center. They'll go, yeah, that's fine, or no, that's not, and that's it. There's a lot less resistance during that, so it's very tempting, very easy for a lot of online retailers to obviously, or those people shopping with these online retailers, to actually send it back. Now, in the latest article here, we've seen that Boohoo has actually started charging for returns, and the customers are apparently not happy, but again, who really cares? Now, you might say, well hang on, you're an investor of Boohoo, why do you not care about the customer? It's not about that, it's just how petty and ridiculous some people are going to be over things like this. For instance, if you've got a customer that is complaining over a charge on a return, and that is for the entire order, not for individual items, then that customer really isn't of much value to the company, and that customer is likely one of those that was intending to exploit the system in the first place. Now, what Boohoo have done here is they've introduced a £1.99 charge in place, and they've scrapped their free returns policy. That said, if you're part of their Premier Club, which I think is like £10 or £12 a year, then you get free returns anyway. But this £1.99 fee is on per order, and this is after the likes of Zara has introduced one where it was £1.95, or you can return it into the stores. Now, these high street stores, as I say, have much more resistance. You've got to go into the store and actually return it. You can inspect the quality. Boohoo doesn't have this advantage. They only have one store. So where in the pandemic, Boohoo, for instance, had a very high competitive advantage, they were able to distribute to the high demand during the pandemic, whereas the shops were completely closed, for instance. It has ultimately changed the game. Now, going forward, I think this is going to ease off, and I think this will be, as I say, an industry-wide concern, and therefore it is something that's going to be ongoing. It's likely we'll see ASOS and other industry leaders follow the same curve, and that is to be expected. But if we can see a reduction in the overall return rate of these products, then it's quite an easy way for the likes of something like Boohoo to return to profitability and therefore generate a return on investment. Now, it's important to keep this in mind because obviously my investment strategy is actually to grow my money and not lose it like it has so far, albeit that's not working properly. But if we jump into my ISA free trade portfolio, we can see here, hang on, where is it? We can see that, yeah, I'm down substantially at the moment, and Boohoo itself is down 59.21%. Again, people are saying, look, I'm so sorry, that must hurt, and it doesn't hurt me. I'm not a SOG. It just doesn't bother me at all. Like, sure, yeah, I'm down a certain financial amount. Has it impacted the quality of my life? No. Has it meant that I have no longer got access to things I had before? No. Does it really matter to me? Not at all. It's not like I'm going down to the local pub and I'm going up to all of these people and I'm going, wait, did you know I'm a shareholder of Boohoo? I hold X number of shares. Please kiss me, or something stupid like that, because I'm not a sog. I've told you this already. The penalty for killing a cat in ancient Egypt, even accidentally, was often death. So keep that in mind next time you plan on killing a cat in ancient Egypt. Be safe.